morning, everyone. I am Kasey Stone with Clerestory Design, and this is our current project. If you missed last week's episode, the lovely couple that lives here had a dishwasher leak that they didn't know about. When they finally discovered it, there was a mold situation. So we have been in, we sent in the mediation company that took care of all the mold, and we have been putting this kitchen back together. So this is week 2, and the guys are quickly working inside. Let's go see what they've got going on. So I came in, I met Gio with a tray of mud, and it looks like he is hitting the spots that need some attention. And it sounds like Jesus may be sanding in the laundry room. Yes. Doing the same thing, hitting the spots that need a little bit more attention. You remember Gio already did a lot of sheetrock work in this room, so that's the spot we didn't work on. Jesus is scuffing up these walls. And we are gonna get a fresh coat of paint all over in the laundry room, the kitchen, and this pantry bonus room. The cabinets are done and they look great. The guys did an excellent job. They already got the doors back on, drawers back in place. These kitchen cabinets are ready to go. All right, so we are back, and the last time you were here, they had put some fresh mud on these walls, just the spots that didn't look great. They have since primed them, and now we are ready to put a full coat. We're gonna cut in, of course. In fact, you can see Gio has already cut in on this part of this wall. We're gonna cut in, we're gonna get this rolled, and then same in the kitchen. They've popped some primer on the walls. Let me go show you the laundry room. Got a second coat of paint since you've seen it. They've done some touch up in here, actually one coat in here, and then a little bit in the laundry room, and now you can see where Jesus is doing a little touch up here and there. So, all right, that's a wrap on another day. We're gonna finish getting one coat of paint on all the walls. We just gotta do that coat in that bonus room, and then we'll be back tomorrow. We're back. So today is day 7 or 8 of putting the kitchen back together. And honestly, the guys have about run out of things to do. They are doing some touch-up paint, getting a little bit of work done. We are waiting for our flooring to be delivered. It is coming today. Lowe's is supposed to call before it gets here. So right now we're just doing some prep. We're gonna do a little cleanup, and we're waiting for those floors. We wanna get them in here. It's so cold. We wanna get them acclimated a little bit before we put them down. So hopefully they'll come soon so they can be in the house today, and we can start putting the floors down tomorrow. So the flooring has arrived. It is in. We're gonna let it get acclimated since it's so cold in here. You haven't seen this room since it's been painted. They got a fresh coat of paint on the baseboard as well. Looks really good. They're just working on little things. They're getting ready to work on the toe kick. It's gonna go underneath here. Got some paint on a lot of things. And so, there we go. All right, so that's a wrap for today. Gonna finish up the toe kick. Got this delivered, and we will be back tomorrow to start putting down the LVP. See you soon. We are back at it, and floors are going down. These guys are knocking it out fast. I'm gonna spin the camera around and show you. So they have feathered in the new pieces and run this all the way down here and almost toward the door. And they're putting down the underlayment. They are rocking and rolling. We are so thankful to have an indoor project this week because it is freezing, literally freezing outside. But you can see these guys are working inside. They are making major progress. Obviously, this was a different dye lot because these floors went down earlier this summer, but I think it's a really good match. I can kind of pick out the old from the new, but that's probably because the old's dirty. It's not necessarily that the color is that off. They're pretty consistent with this product, which is great. So we'll watch Jesus put a few pieces down. So you saw Jesus cutting the pieces at the wall. That's to get that staggered look. And then after that, he can just do solid pieces. Gio's going to figure out that's an old piece there. We've got to bump a new piece to it and get it under the door. But you see, we're going to have to get just a little sliver right there. That one slid right in without you having to bang it. Mm-hmm. The laundry room flooring is complete. Let's see. Last time you saw Jesus was working over there. He's still got a little bit of cuts over there to do. They've both been running this way. Gio's doing in there. The refrigerator. We still got to do around the range. And of course the dishwasher. And Jesus is making his way into the pantry. And it is coming together really well. So I think the nice thing about this flooring is they have it through the whole house or through the whole downstairs. So you can't tell where it stopped and where we have started again, which is the goal. So that when we're all done, they're going to be just like new, like they never had their flood. All right, so that is a wrap on another day. We got the flooring done. Tomorrow we will be back to do toe mold and a few other touch-up things. We will be done later this week. Good morning, everyone. So today is even colder than yesterday. I'm here very early. I beat the guys here because I am waiting any minute to receive the new dishwasher. And I also brought the truck over because today's one of my favorite days. It's cleanup day. All of this debris, we got some more over here. All these scraps, they're going to the dump. First of all, we got to get it open and get the dishwasher in place. Not set in place, but delivered. So I told you today's cleanup day. You see, we got a pretty good mess here. We're gonna get everything cleaned up while we're waiting on the dishwasher. One little thing I was gonna do, you remember we talked about how we need to recaulk by where the countertop meets the tile. So I brought in my tile color samples. We're gonna see if we can figure out what color that is, that grout, and then hopefully we can get the caulk in that color to match. So hanging the samples up, it's a warm gray. We really think either of these could be a good match. One is frost and the other is warm gray. So on camera, the warm gray looks like a better match, but in person, the frost actually looks a little bit better. So what I'm gonna do is see if either of these are available in a caulk that's stained to match this grout. And hopefully we can get one or the other to caulk along the countertop. We are still moving full steam ahead. The guys are anticipating finishing up today. You can see that the appliances got temporarily set in place. They are touching up paint here and there, waiting on some caulk to dry. So we should be out of here later tonight. I've got housekeeping coming in tomorrow to get it all clean so that their cabinets are clean when they move in. And then on Monday, we've got the plumber coming to hook up the appliances. So we are full steam ahead, very, very close to getting this sweet family back in their house. We are so near the end. We are doing the final things. We're getting ready to caulk the backsplash. We put switch plate and plug plate covers back on. Gathering up all of our materials and tools and things that we didn't need or things that we had left over. We're gonna bring in the washer and dryer. Gonna get that range close to back in place. And then we will be ready to clean this place tomorrow. As promised, I think the last thing we're gonna do is run a bead of the tinted caulk that's tinted to match the grout right along the countertop. We decided to go with warm gray. We really couldn't tell a difference between the frost and the warm gray, and the warm gray was in stock. It looks a little bit whiter, but it'll dry just a little bit darker. Put it on and take it off. All right, that is a wrap on another day. Tomorrow is getting the cleaners in here. Monday is getting the plumber in here, and then we will be done. We're back. So I did not get footage of the housekeepers coming to clean, but they got it spotless. Our homeowners moved in over the weekend, and we are back today for one last day of working with the plumbers. So they have been busy. The refrigerator's hooked up, the washer and dryer's hooked up, the gas range and the dishwasher, and they are doing one final check on the sink, and we're gonna be ready to get out of here. All right, so the plumbers just left. Everything is working just fine. The kitchen is completely done. The cabinets are back in, the new floors are down. Everything's got a fresh coat of paint. The homeowners are already moving in. Now they'll have a sink and a dishwasher and a stove. So we are gonna call this project a wrap. Thank you for following along. Stay tuned for our next project. Not sure where we'll be, but I hope you'll be with us.